doing today another review video. This is going to be one out of two videos regarding the e.l.f. brushes. I'm going to be doing today a review about the, what are they called? The professional brushes. They're the one with the white handles and the silver metal. And these are all synthetic. I'm going to be doing in my next video the studio line brushes. So if you wanted to see that, just wait and that will be the next video. So let's get started. So all of these brushes are by e.l.f. or e.l.f. I guess you would say, because it's initials, and you can get them in everywhere. They're like drugstore and they're very, very popular. You can get them all over the States, but if you're not American and you don't live in the States and you're not visiting there in the near future, you can get them also online. You can get them in many different places. They're very common on eBay. You can get them on either Cherry Culture or Beauty Joint. It's one of the other, because one of them carries e.l.f. and the other one carries other brands, but you can get one of the others. And you can also get it nowadays on iHerb. Now, I got these for $12. These were part of my birthday present. If you want to see the haul, you can go into the haul, and I'll link the link below, either on the screen or down below in the description box, so you can go see that. I got these, and I got the studio line brushes. So let's start by saying this. This is cheaper. These cost, if you get the entire set, I do believe they cost like $12 or something like that. And it's also referred to as the $1 brushes, because you usually retail for about $1. It might have gone up just a little bit, but it's around that much. And you can get them as a package, or you can get them individually. So if you only like a few of these brushes, you can go out and get them individually, or if you've got this and you want to get duplicates, you can go out and get the duplicates, another ones, the brushes that you like. So I'm going to start with the fail brushes. I'm going to start with this. I would say that there's three face brushes basically. So you have the professional bronzing brush, which is the color of the brushes is very I've never seen this in brushes. They're red-brown. They are clearly synthetic. You look at them and it's clear. And then you also have the professional total face brush, which I would use for powder or blending in my bronzer with my blush. And then the last one is the professional foundation brush. So I actually use this a lot for concealer, like when I use it under my eyes. It's a yellow brush. It's very, very, very soft. I really like this. I'm actually using it, and I'm actually tempted to use it for my concealer, or if I want to like blend it out. I have a different one that I use for smaller concealer, but I really like this. I don't know if I would use this for a full foundation brush, because I really like the stapling kind of brushes. So this is a success, but these other two, if you're getting these as singles, I would recommend passing, because I don't know if they're all like this or just mine specifically, but like if you look at the what is this, the bronzing brush, you can tell, I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick up on that, but you can tell that the cutting on top is just so bad. It's like so uneven, and it's a very, very when you get used to good brushes, then you realize very quickly that this is a very stiff brush. Now, it doesn't mean, I don't know if I wouldn't let like my niece play with it, because I don't think it would cause her any damage or scratch her delicate skin. My niece is like 3 years old, but I wouldn't use it for myself, simply because I have better brushes than this, and this is not worth it. So, and even like, you know, when you get to the end of your brushes, if you're like me and you have like a whole bunch of brushes and all your favorite ones are dirty, but then you also have other ones, so there's a few that you will use before you actually go and you wash your other brushes. But then there's a few you'll never use, so this is the ones that I would never use. I would say the same regarding the powder, the total face brush. Again, this you can really tell, although it's cut better and there's barely any hair sticking out as opposed to the other brush, it's still so rough, and when you're using it in your entire face a lot of times. Just sucks. This one just completely fail, and this one again fail. So I do not like these face brushes. I do like the concealer brush. I do like how soft it is. It's cut very nicely. They nailed it in this one. I just completely screwed up in the other one. The other two brushes that I'm going to show you are the, well, what are they called? They're called the eyelash and brow wand, which is a standard spoolie. And then you also have a comb, and it's a professional brow comb and brush. So there's nothing really to be said about these. The only thing that I would say about this is that most sets that I get don't have this. In fact, this is the only set that I've gotten that had these two brushes. So they're very useful. I'm just using them. But I don't know if I would go out and buy these specifically. It's just nice to have these in the kit, because actually most brush kits do not come with these. And when I'm getting professional brushes, I don't feel the need to spend $10, $15, $20 on a comb, because quite honestly, this does it very nice. It's very sturdy. I can like do this with my finger. It doesn't come apart. So definitely, if you're looking for brushes like this, go and get these, because these are like $1 a piece. On to the next brush. Okay, the next brush is a lip brush. It's a lip defining brush. It's not as stiff. It's not as stiff as I would want a lip defining brush to be. I guess I would use it if I had no choice, but I'm more likely to use it as detailed eyeshadowing. So not a big fan. Again, this is another one I would pass on. And then we go on to, these are all eye brushes, next 5, as you can see. So you have the 4 brown ones on this side, and they actually make a very nice, what's the word I'm looking for? Nice completed set. Oh, this one has a dent in it. Oh, I did that, probably. So the first one is the defining eye brush. The reason I'm tipping it is because the light is glaring on it. The next one is the eyeshadow brush, which is a flat brush. And the other one is the blending eye brush. I actually use these brushes. I don't use so much the one that's on an angle, simply because it's not my style. But if you're used to using angle, then you will like these. These do a wonderful job. The blending brush is more taper. It's not all over the place. It's not like the 224. It's more like a combination between the 226 by MAC and the 219 by MAC. So this makes a really nice brush. I do like these. These are all very nice and soft, and I really like these. The other brush that they have here is, they call this the concealer brush, this yellow one. So I guess you would use it for yellow one, but I use it for underlining my lower lash line. And I like it, it's nice, but I don't know if I would go out and specifically buy this. The other brush, which is kind of weird, it's called a smudge eye sponge, and it's a sponge. It's basically a sponge at the tip. It's definitely different than what you see from other companies, but I don't know. I haven't made my mind about this. So if there's certain ones that I know I like and I use, and there's ones that I tell you don't get. This one is, I'm really iffy about this. And like, tell me if you've tried this brush, or you're familiar with this, or you're familiar with other brushes like this, then do tell me what you think. Now, I will say this much. I've used it a few times. It hasn't fallen apart, it hasn't disintegrated, and even if it does, again, it's $1, so if it does it after like a year of having it and using it, I wouldn't be too upset about it, because you can always go and replace these, because they do, again, sell separates. But I just don't know how to use this. They tell you with smudge brush, but I'm so used to using stuff that are like a 219. But maybe if you like a really stiff 219 or stiff pencil brush, then you'll really like this one. It's definitely unique. That's all I can say about it. That was my review for that was my first review for the e.l.f. brushes. I started with this line on purpose because the other line, the studio line, I'm really fond of and I really like and I use it a lot. So I will do that second. If you've used these brushes, tell me what you think. If you're familiar with these, which ones do you have? Which ones do you use? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? All of those you can write down in the comment box. If you like this video, I'd appreciate the thumbs up. If you haven't done it already and you want to see more videos by me, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. As always, all the links to my social media will be down in the description box. Links to my Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, my blog, and my Facebook page will all be down below in the description box. That was all for today. Thank you, girls, and bye!